Hello, glad to see you. Today, we're going to be talking about mindset. And is mindset really that important in your everyday life, in your building a business online? What's the big deal about your mindset? Any thoughts? Please feel free to drop your information, your question, your opinion, your comments, your thoughts into the chat. Let's have a conversation around this because it's one of those things that's really important. I never realized exactly how important, but as I continue over my life, and I've lived a long time, I just continue to see that it makes a difference. And now I'm starting to see it more where, people are really talking about it. And it's, one of the things that's talked about in the company that I'm in. It's, I see it online in different, venues. And um, so people are finally realizing how important mindset is. But I would still like to know what you think. Have you thought about that at all? Your mindset? Have you wondered some days when you wake up, and you get out of bed and it's like people say you must have got up on the wrong side of the bed? You know how that is? And what could you do about that to make it better? To make it so that every day you're getting up on the right side. Hey, good to see you. And so it's so important. And I heard it again at this awesome workshop that I went to over the weekend. It was Friday night, Saturday day, all day, and then part of Sunday. And I just had so much of a reinforcing of what I, already knew and thought. It just reinforced and brought it back to the forefront of my mind, as well as learning some other things. But I wanted to share this mindset with you because I think it's really important and I think it can help you. I hope it can. So before I get into my notes here that I have, I'm going to go and introduce myself. So, my name is Cherie Woodard, and I help business builders and entrepreneurs to be able to come online, to be able to use the power of social media to build their businesses using, and getting prospects, leads, and sales in their business as they build. And I do that in a variety of ways. I teach and talk about attraction marketing. I talk about lead generation, branding, video marketing, and I give updated and modern tips for today of what we're living through today. And we're all online, and how to do that and how to be effective in doing that, because every platform has policies that they need to, follow, and some people don't, and then they run into problems and getting their account shut down or whatever. Sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes, it's just stuff that, the platform doesn't allow and they don't realize it, and, so on. So that's enough about that, enough about what it is that I do. I will have information on the video when it's downloaded for a free training series that and you can check it out. I'll put it in the comment section of this video when it's downloaded. And so let's go from there. So let's get back into mindset. What is so important about mindset? What I know of mindset and what I continue to learn and grow in is that is it's important as we grow as people. It's important in what we think of ourselves. It's important to be self-aware of what's happening with you. You know, say like this morning, I woke up with like a major headache, and I was like, okay, this is one of those days that, you know, someone had warned me about, but you just not do your business. You still do it. You do what it is that you need to do and keep moving. And so, you know, that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it with a smile on my face because you guys deserve that. And I am still earning the right to have you guys come and listen to me, come and get information from me that I'm hoping is helpful. So it's very important that I show up, that I remain consistent. When there's a problem like internet or whatever, you know, then, you know, that's why I say keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. And thank you. I'm very glad to be here. So, when I'm talking about mindset, one thing that I have, and I just have this kind of off to the side because I don't think people are aware of this. Like I said, something about self awareness. Being self aware, I don't know exactly where this headache came from, but I'm not going to let it stop me. But you know, it could have been because of something that I was on my mind that I wasn't aware of that ended up causing me to have this pain. It just and it was, you know, a busy weekend for me. I don't know, but your thoughts are important as well. So self-awareness and your thoughts, because your thoughts become words, and your thoughts actually make your reality. If you think that you can't do something, then you won't. If you think it, you'll end up saying it. I can't do that. Oh, I could never do that. And as you speak, so it will be. It's important that we lift ourselves up and that we let others lift us up and that we listen to what they're saying. They may be helping us to come up out of that hole and to really learn to love and care about ourselves. A lot of us, like me, I'm one of those people that I'm a registered nurse, and I've been a nurse for since 1982, and I have cared for people and continue to put people in front of me and before me and what's happening with them. But and I forgot about me. I forgot about the self-care part. I forgot about the mindset part. You know, I forgot about those things. And so I ended up, you know, where my whole identity was in being a mom, a single mom, and being a registered nurse. And when I couldn't do that anymore, it knocked me down. And I was out of it for a little while. I had to really pull back. And, you know, I had a lot of encouragement from my little sister who just continued to, you know, not let me, you know, just wallow, and she kept bugging me until it took her a while, but she stopped. She finally got me to where I was moving. Yes, Melody's agreeing that thoughts become words, and we really have to pay attention. So, you know, I don't even know what my thoughts were. I just knew that my job that that I had been doing for so many years, my profession, and I didn't realize that that was something that I had just, you know, that was me, you know, and if I didn't have that, that it would knock me down. I had no idea. So being self-aware is very, very important, and realizing that you are bigger and better and more important than the jobs or the professions that we have. You know, we need to be able to keep moving, keep stepping, regardless, because things happen to us in life that we don't expect. And if we knew everything, then it'd be pretty boring and dull, right? So if we, you know, just continue to know that we need to keep it moving, keep lifting, keep growing, keep learning, you know, that's very important. So remember, and be aware of, and this is number one that I have here, you have to be aware of what you say when you're thinking and talking about yourself, because you are what you think, you are what you speak. And I know I've already said that, but I just want to make sure that you guys hear me and understand me. And please continue to drop whatever your comment or your questions, or even if you want to go into this later deeper, if you have some questions, you can always message me. So I'll just throw that in there. So then number two I have is change your language. Like, there are certain words that I may start to say and I pull it back. I'm like, nope, nope, never, nope, no, that's not it. Because I am removing certain words from my vocabulary. I don't say I can't. I rarely, if at all, say I don't know. I'll say I'm not sure. Let me check it out. Because I don't know, it's just something about that drove me crazy. And my boys, they didn't get to say I don't know. I was like, you're not sure? Is that what you're saying? So it drove them crazy. But that, it's just one of those things. I don't use negatives, and if I feel or hear something in my mind that's going to end up forming a word that's a negative, then I won't say it, and I'll just kind of like dismiss it and say, okay, nope, not going there. Let's change our change my language, get a different word, get something that will speak to what it is that you have to say, but let's not get crazy, because I'm not living in the negative. Your words, your mood, your whatever is your reality, and my reality is going to stay positive. I'm determined that it's going to stay positive, and I am very self-aware. But then there are times when we all go through something and we're not as self-aware as we'd like to be, so we have to constantly be on guard with that, because that can keep us stuck in our businesses. We can't move forward, and we don't want to move backwards, and we just don't know what's going on. And that's because we're stuck because of some of the thoughts and words that we're using. Like, oh, yeah, I'm not sure that I can actually be a top earner. I'm not sure that I can actually be a leader. Those types of things. I don't say those things. I say I am a leader. I am already up there at the top. It doesn't matter what my situation is, what my circumstances are. I continue to look upward and onward. So then next I have, it's important to believe in you. You have to find the strength of mind and character to believe in you, because you are important. You make your reality, as I said earlier. So it's really important to believe in you and not just say it. You have to mean it. And I believe in me. I believe in others that I've seen, and I tell them, I believe in you. I know you can do this. I encourage others all the time, and by encouraging others, it encourages me. So that I see as really important. And then the last thing I have here is believe in your vision. And vision is so important. If you don't have a vision, if you don't have something that you really want to achieve in life, whatever that is, then you can end up, again, stuck. Because in the Bible it says, my people are lost for lack of knowledge, for lack of vision. And so I see that as something that's very important. And I've had a vision from the time that I grew up in the projects, from when I first started out. And I knew that I didn't want to become like most of the people I saw, and that most of them were unwed mothers that didn't know any better, and they have all these kids, and they're all on government assistance, and I was not going to be that person. So I stepped out of my comfort zone, It was hard to leave my mom and go to college, but I did. It was hard to make it through college, but I did. It was hard to you go through some of the stuff I went through, but I did, and I didn't turn around. I remember when I was homeless, and I did, it still didn't turn me around. I could have called my mom. We were poor, but I still could have called my mom. She would have found a way to get me home. But I was 21, and I decided, are you going to make it, or are you going to end up going back and ending up becoming what it is that you really don't want to become? And my choice was to stay there and struggle through it. You know, where I was totally way far away from my mom, and and homeless, and you know, at least I had a friend with me. We were both homeless, and eventually we came in and up out of that. And then I kept going until I became an RN. I found a job eventually and found a place to stay, and and so on. So it's because I wouldn't give up. Something inside me, something God put in there. Yes, it definitely made me stronger. Something God put inside me kept me going. And even though I didn't know anything about this mindset stuff or self awareness, but I learned it. And I started changing myself because I was negative. I changed myself to a positive person. I read books. I listened to people that I care about and that I wondered and respected, what they thought of me. And they were honest with me and they helped me. So, these things that I mentioned to you, I hope that they help you. I hope that they cause you to think. I hope that I've given you some things to consider that will help you to be able to get unstuck if you're stuck, and to help you to be able to keep moving and growing and learning. Because when we stop learning and growing, it's like we just die. You get stuck and it's like you're stuck in the mud and you're not moving. And not moving makes it really, really not good. So I hope, like I said, that this was helpful. I hope that this was something that gave you some value. And but that's all I have for today. And thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I know you could do other things with your time. So I'm thankful that you came and spent your time with me today. And so let me do some housekeeping things really quick. Remember, keep your notifications on so you know when I'm going live. Remember, we're still walking through the mess we're walking through. So do the best that you can to keep you, your family, your friends, and others safe. Remember, there are people out there that are isolated, and a phone call, text message, email, or even trying to get them on a Zoom might really brighten their day. As well as for us who pray, please continue to lift us and our world in prayer as we are all in this together. Worldwide, we're in this together, and we will make it through to the other side. We will be the stronger for it. Things may look different, but that's one thing that we should be used to: change and differences. They continue as we continue to live out our lives. That's just the way it is. So wherever you are in the world, no matter what time it is for you, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, sleepy time, always make it the best that you can make it. Always be the best that you can be. God bless you. God keep you. And I will see you again tomorrow for another topic. So take care. Have a good one. Bye now.